Edo 2024, we will mobilize against Akpata and other Obaseki's Labour Party aspirants, says Labour Party. This is serious. So this Akpata, that is a governorship aspirant in Labour Party, was planted by Obaseki in Labour Party. Thank God the Labour Party eyes are opening. They've seen what happened in other parts of the state and also what happened at the federal election, the presidential election, how the APC planted several moves in the Labour Party to frustrate them. So I know that Akpata was one time NBA chairman, and instead of him to stay in PDP, he came to Labour Party, and it looks like Labour Party has seen that this guy is sponsored by PDP to frustrate Labour Party, or use Labour Party to get the ticket, after which he will migrate back to PDP. Because that is what they do. So, but this time, it's not going to work. The Edo State chapter of Labour Party and Civil Society Coalition, LASCO, with some of its national bodies, has vowed to effectively mobilize its teeming members and the faithful of the state chapter of the Labour Party to vote against Barrister Olumide Akpata, Labour Party's aspirant in the governorship primary exercise and general election taking place this year in the state. The group alleged that the reason for working against the Akpata's aspiration was that he had been a nocturnal endorsement by the state governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, who they also alleged to have often made derogatory remarks on the party. Yes. So the comments were made through a press statement of the body signed by Comrade Tony Eha and of LASCO's national conveners, Comrade Joe Izegbe, Dr. Peter Kwenzulike, Comrade Mrs. Hilda Ogie, and Comrade Gabriel Ehiagwina, first vice chairman, second vice chairman, treasurer, and secretary, respectively, of the state chapter. Oh boy. So the statement added that the undue interference and attempted manipulation of the party by the governor about the supposedly independent affairs of Edo Labour Party could be deduced from the catapulting of the expression of interest and nomination forms to a whopping 30 million naira, 30 million naira, were aspirants sponsored by the government. Like Akpata could easily afford it, whilst the authentic aspirants of the party, who had continually toiled for its well-being, would be excluded because they could not afford it. So the body also called on the barrister John Abure led, is it John or Julius Abure led National Labour Party, the Comrade Joe Ajero led Nigerian Labour Congress, and the Trade Union Congress TUC boss Comrade Festus Osifo should prevail on Labour Party to stop the 30 million naira mandatory, which is said should be reduced to 4 million naira or less. The statement cautioned that Edo Labour Party should not be sold to the highest bidder. So while it is our shared determination to stamp out money illusions and commercializing of Labour Party, we stand firmly by our social democratic examples and precepts. LASCO is in solidarity with the distinguished senator representing Edo South Central District, Senator Neda Emaswen, Comrade Dr. Patrick Osage Eholo, aka Ultimate Equals, and other public-spirited associates of ours who had publicly denounced the very high fees which only money bars could provide. LASCO also observed that Barrister Akpata, the former national president of the Nigerian Bar Association, and the other aspirants alleged to be supported by the governor were never known in the past to support the watchdog principles of LASCO or Labour Party in social democratic platforms, but also to come out from the blues to aspire on it. as if it is for all commerce and nomadic politicians, really nomadic politicians. I mean, as a determined People's Coalition, we are against the nationalization of Labour Party and its values, where moles masquerade as our associates, the statement added. It also asserted that LASCO and its members are the soul and conscience of the Edo and Nigerian people and not of the wiles of the oppressors who flaunt ill-gotten wealth from our common patrimony to elongate the suffering of the people. LASCO is also to be the oldest civil and labor coalition in the country and the bedrock of Edo election swings and some other national political movements which had originated from the state in the last 2 decades. Okay. So what is happening now is that LASCO and the Do Labour Party, first of all, have come out to decry the high amount of, ticket purchase in Labour Party up to 30 million, saying that it is too much, and that is why money bags and people who have stole the commonwealth of the state are the ones that are able to afford it. Meanwhile, the people who have toiled and suffered for the party over the years but cannot afford it are not able to participate. So they are calling on the Julius Abure-led National Committee to intervene and reduce the ticket from that 30 million to either 4 or 3 million so that the people can afford it. And the key thing is that they have said they mobilize and vote against this former NBA chairman, Akpata, who had never been a member of Labour Party, who had never, protected the interests and the values and the principles of the Labour Party, but had just come from nowhere, sponsored by Governor Obaseki, to come as a nomadic politician to just dominate the party. So they want to make sure that this kind of people are identified and they make sure that from giving up the ticket, they don't get the ticket even with the money they have paid, because these people actually want to destroy the Labour Party, I tell you the truth. And that's exactly Labour Party and LASCO are now calling on even Joe Ajero-led Nigerian Labour Congress and all of them to stand against this form of systemic injustice that is springing up and against the nationalization of Labour Party in Edo State, because the price they fix it is so much, even though Labour Party had come to defend it in the past, saying that the money is used to run the affairs of the party in the state. That's what they said. So that is what is happening in Edo State Labour Party as they are preparing for the Edo 2024 governorship election coming November 2024. They are picking out all the moles in the party and ensuring that they don't get what they want, using the party as a platform. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.